Hi, I'm Skip Arms, and I'm a realtor with Madison and Company Properties here in Denver, Colorado. My wife Gina and I are the Arms team, and we specialize in residential real estate both in the Denver metro and Colorado Springs markets. You can find out more about us on our website, thearmsteam.com. And we hope that you will subscribe to our YouTube channel, as well as visiting our Facebook business page, The Arms Team. Our video today is part of a series that I'm calling It's Good to Know. And our topic will be, I decided I want to buy a house. Where do I start? So we'll look at three components of that. First will be, how do I find a realtor? Next, we'll talk about establishing a relationship with a lender. And then third, I want to dispel some myths about home buying and the real estate market. So how do you find a realtor? Well, most people use the term realtor and real estate agent interchangeably, and yet they're not always the same. Well, all realtors are real estate agents. Not all real estate agents are realtors. So what's the difference? Well, realtors belong to the National Association of Realtors, which in turn gives them membership in a statewide association of realtors, as well as membership in their local association of realtors. And what that does is through that membership, realtors are committed to adhering to a code of ethics, which was developed and put into place for the protection of you, the client. So my recommendation is that you try to seek out a realtor. How do you do that? Well, you certainly can reach out to a local association of realtors, and they're happy to help give you some information. You can look online. It's easy to research about real estate agents and realtors and find out some of their history. You can look to see if they've ever had discipline issues or things of that nature. But it's easy to research and find somebody. And you typically, if you don't know a realtor, it's a good practice to interview more than one to feel comfortable with who you select. So what are the main traits that you want to look for? Well, I think the two most important characteristics are trust and communication. And trust, you want to know that they have your interests first and foremost, and that they have the knowledge and skill not only to understand changing market conditions, but to be able to navigate you through a rather complex process of buying a home. Communication is vitally important too. There are a number of things that have to be done throughout the process, and you as the client need to be kept abreast of what your responsibilities are and what your timelines are. And if you have an agent that is not very communicative, that can be a problem. So you want to make sure that your realtor is accessible by either phone, email, or text, or all three, and that they're committed to responding back to any inquiries you have in a timely fashion, as well as communicating to you what needs to be done moving forward, because you don't want to jeopardize your contract by missing any deadlines that you're responsible for. So it's important to feel comfortable and confident with whoever you select. As far as a lender goes, first off, if you don't have a relationship with a lender, if you have chosen a good realtor, they will be able to refer you to some lenders that they work with and they also have trust and confidence in. And the reason to establish an early relationship with the lender is that you want to know what your target is. What can you qualify for based on whatever your circumstances are? If you can qualify for a $500,000 home, you don't want your realtor showing you $700,000 homes or showing you $300,000 homes. That's a waste of your time. So the way I look at it is that the lender will help find the target. and then you can start looking within that range. Now, sometimes in order to identify what the best target is, there may be some things that take time to take care of. For example, somebody may have some credit challenges. They may have low credit scores for whatever reason, and it may take a little bit of time to correct those credit scores. And a lender can help work you through that process to improve your credit, which then again also can improve what you're able to qualify for. There may also be other life circumstances that impact your ability to get a loan. For example, you may have gone through a job change. You may have gone through a change in family status. There's a number of things that can have some impact on your ability to qualify for a mortgage. So meeting with the lender at the front end and determining what your target is and what's the best time to move forward is critically important, because our goal as realtors is to make sure that when we take you to look for homes, that you are now in the best position possible to be able to submit a good, strong offer. So it's important to establish that relationship with the lender. And then finally, I want to dispel some myths. And probably the biggest one is, I hear it all the time, I don't have 20% to put down on a house. Well, in today's market, actually a pretty small percentage of people, especially first-time buyers, put down 20% on a home. If you can, that's great, but it's not an end-all thing. There are many programs out there now that either provide down payment assistance or require a much lower down payment. There are some programs out there where you can put down as little as 3 or 5% down in order to get into a home. And so that's why it's also important to work with the lender to find out what products are out there that are best suited to you and whatever your circumstances are. So if you don't have 20%, don't feel bad about it. I saw a statistic recently that said something to the effect of, I think it was less than 10% of all home purchases were made with actually at least 20% down. Well, that tells you that you don't need 20%, but what you do need is a pretty good credit history, good job history, and then some resources so that you can qualify for some type of down payment, or you may be eligible for the down payment assistance. From there, then you go into the actual process of looking for a home. And we're going to cover some of that in another video, because my goal here is really to try to keep these videos pretty short. So I'm going to wrap this up with, I hope you felt that was good to know. And from here, we're asking that hopefully you subscribe to our YouTube channel, The ARMS Team, or you can follow our Facebook business page, or there's also some great information about us, referral partners, and other information on our website at thearmsteam.com. So with that, I'll close it out with, it's good to know. You have a great day, and we'll talk again soon. Bye-bye now.